Justin, Kevin played the last time that you guys were down at NAU, you were there. What's the altitude difference like? Kramer mentioned it a little bit about playing down at NAU. What do you have to prepare for there?
Honestly, I'm not sure. I was there, like you said, 2 years ago, but I don't really remember it. I think I got in for a series, nothing spectacular, but I don't really remember much of it, and not really sure how to prepare for altitude.
Offensively, how will you attack? What have you seen from NAU as far as what the defense is going to run? Because you've seen a lot of that 3 and 4 front so far. Will they bring more pressure? What have you seen?
Well, so far we've seen mostly four down linemen. They usually don't play 30, but against us that may change. That typically happens against us, but their D linemen are good. That's probably the strength of their team, and so battling up front is gonna probably decide the game for us. If we do well up front, we can run the ball and pass the ball. They like to play man behind it, so receivers get open. We just execute the offense like we did this last week. We're going to be fine.
What's the key to continuation from week to week on now heading on the road after a victory?
I think just staying focused in practice. Always having that goal of winning on Saturday. Don't like Trevor was saying, don't dwell on the past. Whether it's a loss or a win. Either way, every Saturday it's washed away, and now you got a new game to prepare for and focus on. So, just treat each week with a new mentality, just to work hard and stay focused.
As you looked at film of the game Saturday, what areas do you think you need to improve in just from that game?
Well, what stuck out to me were, a few times they rushed only 3 D linemen, and I stepped up in the pocket, but then I started taking off when I really didn't need to. So I could have just, stepped up, hitched up, twice, and, threw it downfield instead of taking off. So I think I just have to, be more comfortable with that much time when they only rush 3. Sometimes I'm sitting back there, I'm like, okay, I got to take off. It feels like it's been too long, but I just got to realize that our O-line is getting better. And more knowledgeable, and just they're just getting overall better, and so I'm able to stay back there longer and throw passes against defense.
Kind of the same question I asked Trevor about 3 and 3 versus 5 and 1. How do you guys go out there and play like you're 5 and 1 versus 3 and 3? Is there a difference in how you play, how you approach, or just go out there and just?
Not really. I think it's just the same approach. It's just confidence. We know. If we would have played like last game, we would easily be 5 and 1, and that's just a mental game. Just staying focused and having that confidence that we can play with whoever we want. We just need to execute, and it's all on us. It's not who we play; it's how we're going to play with ourselves. How are we going to execute the offense, execute the defense, do special teams? Limit our own mistakes.
Kind of going with that, it's a road game that Idaho State hasn't had any success on the road in quite some time. So you got the conference win monkey off your back. How do you get that road monkey off your back? What needs to happen this week on the road?
Just same as every other game. You got to stay focused, and you can't think about that. Thinking about, this is our only chance to get a road win. We have, I think, 4 more opportunities to get it, or 4 or 5, however many it is. But look at each game as an opportunity to just win the game, and then if we break a record for road win, so be it. But just stay focused on each play and stay on task, and don't think too far out there.
You got deep with Luke, twice, and you really got one in there. Was it something that Northern Colorado did, or is it something that you guys were finally able to figure out? Because the deep ball, the big play hasn't been there so far.
That's a great question. I don't know. We just haven't been, throwing the deep balls as much over the middle, just because it hasn't typically been there in the last 2 games. Against North Dakota and UC Davis, they're really dropping out of there and really flying back. So we just took advantage of it when they gave it to us. And the first play of the game, we could caught them off guard. They're playing a base defense, and then also when we called and he scored a touchdown, we caught him in a base defense as well. So we were just able to capitalize on the defense they called.
Idaho State hasn't had much of a running game in the past few years either. Talk about getting Xavier Finney going and what's that meant to you as a quarterback to have somebody behind you to kind of take the pressure off of you.
Well, it's definitely a relief. On third and 5 to, or 3rd and 1 to 5, we can actually run the ball now. We're comfortable with handing it off because we have the offensive line that can block it, and we're good enough up front now. So the defense isn't necessarily they're passing 3rd and 5, they're dropping 8 guys, so it makes it hard on me. But now we can just hand the ball and possibly get the first down. So makes my job easier. Defense is more on their toes, whether we're going to run or pass, not just hey they're passing. 2nd, 3rd down they're always passing. So definitely makes it easier on us and also easier on the receivers. Defense is flowing up a little more on the run fakes, or they're able to get behind them. So makes it easier all around for us.